Outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Let's go. Let's do this. Set up. 60 or. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's get moving.
On first down, Humphries. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Second and 6. That's complete to the former Aggie, Jay Sternberger. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 28.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
And this will be caught inside the 10. What a grab. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now Jones. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Here's second and 8. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now. 30 base. 44.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man.
Hit it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to run with.
Right back to him on 1st down. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Check, 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 check.
Going to give this time to the tailback. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 20. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now it's Hines, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Set, ready, 50, plant.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Right up.
2nd and 11. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 69 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll set up to throw. Man open, that's Robert Foster, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A first down there on a pickup of 25. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
They'll roll him out right. That's caught by the tight end, Aaron Smith Jr. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This one out quickly to Watkins. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Vikings, nothing.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They try again with Cook. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
It's 3rd and goal.
Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal. They run, Cook. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
6-6, pull it high.
Now Jones. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Operating from the gun, Humphries. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Here's Hines on the toss play. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Back at his own 49.
Set, ready, 8, read.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. On now to kick it away is the punter, Matt Wild. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Second and 4. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Montez Sweat. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Here we go again. 50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Motion. Flag.
Hey, Delta. Now.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one good for 24 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
The first down
It's a big play there for Green Bay. 42 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations. Because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches. But it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge, and the ball carrier did not benefit.
Going for it all. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Davante Adams, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down.
Ready? 10 Lobo.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
From the gun, Humphries. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Well, listen, now, no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. Ready?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh.
Let's go, one more.
Now back to throw. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15.
It's a game of 7.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Danielle Hunter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
All day, any day, any day. Shit, shit.
Operating from the gun, Humphries. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
At the 21-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They run with Hines. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. They'll set up a throw. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Dan Bailey now for the field goal try. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Forced to the ground and incomplete. It's 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Jones. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 2nd and 9 now. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well.
All right, let's just go and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Right here, right here.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Go now. 90 Wolf.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son.
Yeah.
He'll look to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 40.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for him, too.
Showing up, showing up. Kill. Check 52.
Look at me. Go. Go.
On 1st down, Hines. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I'm going to run you over. Deep grip.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary able to get him for a loss of about 3.
Ready, break.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
It's our time.
Hey, Zoo.
Spoke to Mike. Mike spoke. I'm coming. 44 is the Mike. 44 is Mike. Check. Here we go.
Right on.
They'll look to throw here. Open man, here's Foster. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 27-yard line.
30 base.
I'm going back to you. 44 is the Mike.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot. Just
under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Rashawn Gary picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on third.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
Topper, Topper!
44, Mike, 44. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
Ready, ready!
Back to throw here. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big run there by Jones. 62 yards.
First down, Packers.
Got it.
So from their own 20 all the way to the red zone now. A chance to capitalize on 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. To throw on 2nd down. Humphries being chased out left. And incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. Back to throw. Humphries. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And to give this time to the tailback. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Set up. 50, plant.
You better bring it. You better bring it.
Stay driven.
Back to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And that's complete to Adams. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Looking deep for Adams. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Off play action. Humphries. Looking deep for Adams. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. On the delay, Jones finds an opening past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
He's going to air one out, and unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Hey, lock it.
Check. Hit it.
Here's Hines. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. Touchdown, Vikings. Nyheim Hines, 45 yards, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
Ready? 57. Hey, Charlie.
Squeeze, double. 57.
Go.
2nd and 2. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Silver.
This is Hines, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
They'll drop the throw. He's got Smith here. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
6 yards. It's 4th down.
So a big kick coming now for Dan Bailey. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And Bailey missed it. It's no good. Wide to the left. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range. Gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, run through the post, and this thing could be over. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Hey, Wahoo.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Coming to you.
Ready?
Looking to throw. Humphries. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
57 to Mike.
Back to throw. Humphries. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Ready?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, echo. 5.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And Diggs has it. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
And the Vikings, first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Some good gains going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Rashawn Gary able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Jones hit and the ball's out. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster.
Set. 18 Gator.
Not today, you are. Not today.
2nd and 5. Buying time to his left. And it's incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. All day.
Hey, Orbit.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
Ready.
From the gun, Humphries. Open man is Allison, complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
16 yards. First down, Packers.
Let's go. 30 base.
50 seconds to Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
There you go.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth.
First down.
On the set.
Mike 54.
Come on. You better bring it. Spike.
This is Jones. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Ready,
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. They'll run it with Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Mike's 50.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, but now I'm listening to you. So for Green Bay, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.